Hello, everyone, and welcome to Welcome English. My name is Jack.
And I'm Jill. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Yes, welcome. Today we have a very useful topic. We are talking about English for housekeeping jobs.
That's right. Housekeeping or cleaning is a very common job, so learning the English words for this work is super important.
Exactly. We will make it simple and fun. We will go slow so you can listen and repeat. Are you ready?
Great. Let's start with the things you use for cleaning. We can call these tools or supplies.
Okay, first up is a big one. It's a machine that cleans carpets and floors. It makes a vroom sound.
That is a vacuum cleaner. Let's say it slowly. Vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner. Good. You use it to clean the dust from the floor.
Okay, what about something you use with your hands, not a machine, to sweep the floor?
That would be a broom. B-R-O-O-M. A broom. And you sweep the dirt into a dustpan.
Broom and dustpan. They are a team. You use the broom to sweep and the dustpan to pick up the dirt.
What about for cleaning a hard floor like in a kitchen with water?
For that, you need a mop and a bucket. Mop, M-O-P, and bucket, B-U-C-K-E-T. You put water and soap in the bucket and use the mop.
Mop and bucket. Got it.
Now, for cleaning surfaces like tables or counters, you often use a piece of fabric.
Right. You can call that a cleaning cloth or a rag. Let's use cleaning cloth. It's a cloth for cleaning. Simple.
Yes, cleaning cloth. You might also use a sponge, especially for washing dishes or scrubbing.
Okay, very important. To protect your hands from chemicals and dirty water, you should wear what, Jill?
Gloves, specifically rubber gloves. You wear gloves on your hands.
That's a great safety tip. Always wear gloves.
Now, let's talk about the liquids you use. These are the cleaning supplies. You often find them in a spray bottle.
You might use an all-purpose cleaner. That means you can use it for many or all purposes. All-purpose cleaner.
And for windows and mirrors, you use a special spray called glass cleaner. It makes the glass shiny.
Glass cleaner. Got it. Okay, one more. After you collect all the trash, where do you put it? Speaking of special cleaners, what about for the bathroom for very tough germs?
You put it in a trash bag, also called a bin liner. Then you put the bag in the trash can or bin. For that, you'd use a disinfectant or bleach. These are very strong and kill germs. It's very important to be careful with them.
Great. That was a lot of words. Let's review them quickly.
Okay. Vacuum cleaner.
Broom and dustpan.
Mop and bucket.
Cleaning cloth and sponge.
Rubber gloves.
All-purpose cleaner and glass cleaner.
And trash bags. You are doing great.
Okay, part 2. Now we know the things, let's learn the actions. These are the doing words or verbs.
Yes, let's connect the action to the tool. For example, with the broom, you
sweep. The action is to sweep. A sentence could be, I sweep the kitchen floor.
Perfect. And with a mop, you mop. That's easy. I mop the floor.
With the vacuum cleaner, the verb is to vacuum. Please vacuum the carpet.
And with a cleaning cloth, you wipe. Wipe. W-I-P-E. I wipe the table.
What if something is very, very dirty? You need to clean it hard. You
scrub. S-C-R-U-B. You scrub the bathtub or a dirty pot.
Right. Scrub is a strong word for strong cleaning.
Okay, what about the light gray powder that collects on furniture? That is called dust. The action is to dust.
To dust. I need to dust the shelves. That's a good one.
Sometimes with wood furniture or silver, you want to make it shine. The verb for this is to polish.
To polish. I will polish the wooden table. It looks beautiful after you polish it.
What about the trash bags, Jack? When they are full, you need to
You take out the trash or take out the rubbish. Trash is more common in America. I take out the trash every Tuesday.
A very important job in hotels or homes is making the bed. Sometimes you need to put new, clean sheets on the bed. The phrase is to change the sheets.
To change the sheets. Could you please change the sheets in the main bedroom?
Fantastic. Those verbs are so helpful. Now you know what to do and what to call it.
Okay, on to our final part. Part 3, useful phrases. This is how you talk to your boss or a client. Communication is key.
Right. Let's do some small role plays. Jack, you can be the employer, and I will be the housekeeper.
Sounds good. Okay, you arrive at my house for the first time. What do you say?
I could say, "Good morning. I am Jill. I am here to clean." Very polite and simple.
Perfect. Now, you need to know where the supplies are. How do you ask?
I can ask, "Where are the cleaning supplies?" Or, "Could you show me where the cleaning supplies are?"
Both are great. Asking questions is very important. What if you want to know what room to clean first?
I would ask, "Which room should I start with?" Or, "Where would you like me to start?"
Excellent. Now imagine there is a problem. The vacuum cleaner is not working. What do you say?
It's important to tell them. I would say, "Excuse me, the vacuum cleaner is broken," or "The vacuum cleaner is not working."
What if you run out of something, like you have no more glass cleaner?
I could say, "I am out of glass cleaner," or "We need more glass cleaner."
Great communication. Okay, now you are finished with your work. How do you tell me?
I can say, "I have finished," or "I'm all done." Then it's good to ask a question.
Oh, good idea. What would you ask?
I would ask, "Is there anything else I can do?" This is very polite.
Very polite. And if I say, no, that's all, thank you, what do you say when you leave?
I would say, "Okay, have a good day," or "See you next week." A friendly goodbye is always nice.
That was amazing, Jill. These phrases are so practical and useful for everyday work.
Wow, we learned so much today. Let's do a very quick recap of everything.
Good idea. First, we learned the names of cleaning tools and supplies, like vacuum cleaner, mop, bucket, and cleaning cloth.
Then we learned the action words, the verbs, like to sweep, to wipe, to scrub, and to polish.
And finally, we practice useful phrases for talking with an employer like, where should I start? And the vacuum cleaner is broken.
The best way to learn is to practice. Try to say these words at home. When you see a broom, say broom. Practice the phrases in front of a mirror.
That is great advice. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every time you speak, you're learning. You can do it.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for listening to Welcome English.
Join us next time for more simple and fun English lessons. Until then, keep practicing. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye for now.